History of American Architecture. From humble colonial cabins to towering skyscrapers piercing the clouds, American architecture tells the story of a nation built on dreams, innovation, and reinvention. This is the history of American architecture, a journey through time, style, and the structures that shaped a nation. Buckle up, because we're about to explore the buildings that define America. Let's start at the beginning. In the 1600s, European settlers arrived on American shores, bringing with them the architectural traditions of their homelands. The earliest structures were practical, think log cabins and simple timber frame houses. These weren't just homes, they were survival. Harsh winters and limited resources demanded ingenuity. Take the iconic New England Saltbox House, with its sloped roof designed to shrug off heavy snow. Functionality was king. By the 1700s, prosperity brought refinement. The Georgian style, inspired by British Palladian architecture, emerged in the colonies. Symmetrical facades, brick construction, and classical details like pediments and columns adorned homes of the elite, like George Washington's Mount Vernon. These buildings screamed order and ambition, a young America flexing its cultural muscles. After the American Revolution, the new nation wanted an architectural identity to match its independence. Enter the federal style, a uniquely American twist on European classicism. Architects like Charles Bulfinch designed elegant, restrained buildings with delicate ornamentation. Think slender columns, fanlight windows, and pastel interiors. The White House, completed in 1800, is a prime example, radiating the dignity of a fledgling democracy. No one embodied this era's architectural ambition like Thomas Jefferson. His Virginia estate, Monticello, blended Roman, Palladian, and French influences with American practicality. Jefferson wasn't just designing a home, he was crafting a vision for a nation rooted in classical ideals but forward-thinking in spirit. As America grew in the 19th century, so did its architectural imagination. The Greek Revival style swept the nation, inspired by Greece's democratic legacy. Grand porticos and bold columns adorned courthouses, banks, and even plantation homes. It was as if America was saying, "We're the new Athens." But not everyone wanted to look backward to Greece. The Gothic Revival brought a romantic, almost mystical vibe. Pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and intricate tracery transformed churches and universities into medieval-inspired masterpieces. Meanwhile, the Second Empire style, with its ornate mansard roofs, gave cities like Boston and San Francisco a touch of Parisian flair. As pioneers pushed west, architecture followed. Simple log cabins gave way to Victorian exuberance. Think Queen Anne houses with turrets, gingerbread trim, and vibrant colors. These homes weren't just shelter, they were statements of individuality in a rapidly expanding nation. Now, let's talk about the game changer, the skyscraper. In the late 19th century, cities like Chicago and New York were bursting at the seams. Land was scarce, but ambition was limitless. Enter steel frame construction and the elevator, technologies that let architects build up. The Home Insurance Building in Chicago, completed in 1885, is often called the world's first skyscraper. At 10 stories, it was a marvel. By the early 20th century, skyscrapers became America's calling card. The Empire State Building, finished in 1931, stood as a beacon of progress at 102 stories. Art Deco details, sleek lines, geometric patterns, and chrome accents made it not just tall, but breathtaking. These towers weren't just buildings, they were symbols of America's unstoppable drive. The 20th century brought a seismic shift, modernism. Architects like Frank Lloyd Wright rejected ornamentation for organic designs that harmonized with nature. His masterpiece, Falling Water, seems to grow out of its Pennsylvania waterfall site, a love letter to the American landscape. Meanwhile, European influences like the Bauhaus inspired sleek, functional designs. Glass, steel, and open floor plans defined homes and offices. But not everyone loved modernism's stark simplicity. By the 1960s, brutalism's raw concrete forms, like Boston's City Hall, sparked debate, bold or brutal. Then came postmodernism, with its playful mix of historical references and bold colors. Architects like Robert Venturi and Michael Graves gave us buildings that were fun, ironic, and distinctly American. Today, American architecture is as diverse as its people. From the gleaming One World Trade Center to sustainable designs using solar panels and green roofs, architects are tackling climate change and urban density. Innovations like 3D printed homes and adaptive reuse, turning old factories into lofts, show that America's architectural spirit is still evolving. American architecture isn't just about buildings, it's about identity, resilience, and dreaming big. From colonial cabins to glass towers, every structure tells a story of who we are and who we aspire to be. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the history of American architecture. If you love this deep dive, don't forget to subscribe for more stories about the places that shape our world. Curious to learn more? Check out the informative links in the video description for books, museums, and virtual tours of America's architectural treasures. Until next time, keep looking up, because the next great building is just around the corner. 1.1 seconds.